You know, I've been promoting my Instagram at XDN Online. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't yet. And some of you have, and some of you have, you contacted me on there. You DM me unsolicited your marks, and you know, you people, you send me some interesting, messages, comments, what have you. And one person sent me a very interesting message regarding my last couple uploads about Jim Cornette. Now, for once, let me just take a break from his wife. Things the Big Show said in 2000. A very interesting comment, and I never thought of this. You people with your perspectives. And let me just read. I'm not going to say this person's name because his profile. Well, okay. His name is his name. Let's say his name is RX. His name is RX. So I'll just say that. And he leaves a message. For some reason on Instagram he DM'd me this. Like why'd you have to DM me this? Anyway, why on Instagram? Anyway, this person said regarding Jim Cornette. He says, "Hello, XDN. Does the D in XDN stand for daddy?" He says, "I am enjoying your videos on Jim Cornette. To me, I feel like he is Brian Last's puppet." Not Brian's last puppet, but Brian Last. That's Cornette's co-host. The greasehead small hat, allegedly. From Long Island. Is he from Howard Beach? Is he from Howard Beach? He says, I feel like Cornette is Brian Last's puppet. Rather than being his own man. His spelling is messed up. He's Brian Last's puppet rather than being his own man, as he needs Brian Last's technological know-how to run his podcast. Yes, because if you idiots think Cornette is making them thumbnails or going to find someone to commission those or he's commissioning the thumbnails, if you think Cornette knows how to upload a video, if you think Cornette knows how to put hashtags and the metadata, if you think Cornette is using anything besides a Windows 98 desktop computer and some 1984 Rockwell somebody's watching me headphones, please, Cornette don't know what the hell he's doing. He's still stuck in 1970s Memphis. Cornette thinks Andy Kaufman is still alive. He don't get why Dave Chappelle keeps getting these Netflix specials, but Andy Kaufman don't have a new one. He think Kaufman is still alive. He probably got Kaufman's neck brace. He probably smells it. But anyway, he said, I feel Cornette is Brian Last's puppet rather than being his own man, as he needs Brian Last's technological know-how to run his podcast. And in turn, he stops talking to anyone who's associated with another podcast. Wow, I didn't know Cornette had podcast beef. So I guess he doesn't talk to Conan, Dave Meltzer. He ain't talking to Booker T. He's not talking to Undertaker. As if they want to talk to him. Bruce Pritchard, he said, oh God, brother love, brother cunt. Hit the like button. He says, Bruce Pritchard is one example of this, in which Bruce has no clue why Jim won't respond to him and has even apologized if he has upset Jim. But I am sure it's Brian Last wanting to make sure Jim doesn't leave him for Conrad. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Podcast beef. Now, I never thought of this. Apparently, this gentleman is hinting to maybe Cornette is old and senile, which we know he's old and bigoted. We know his anus is engulfed with all types of low frequency. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now let me just end that joke. Hey, you think Cornette has had the new Archburger from McDonald's, or no, Cornette he's loyal to Wendy's. He's just loyal to Southern wrestling. I guess, is McDonald's not Southern enough? It's not Southern enough. Okay. But I never thought of this. He's saying basically Cornette is old, senile, he's inept, and Brian Last is his handler. So is Brian Last, is he penetrating Cornette's wife? Has he, hey, Brian Last, has he had a taste of Stace? Oh no. Speaking of wife swapping, did somebody say DDP? Did somebody say Eric Bischoff? Did somebody say the Gold Club? Kimberly Page is probably the number one most gorgeous woman in wrestling history. And oh my God, like if you had Kimberly Page, why the hell would you be stalking Sarah? Did somebody say the Invasion? But Kimberly Page, man, she's on a scale of 1 to 10, in 97, 98, on a scale of 1 to 10, Kimberly Page is like a 58. But even she had like work done. Like she was a natural beauty, but then she went and had work done on her face. Why? What is this plastic surgery? And you know what's funny? Kimberly Page thought she needed to work on her face, but Cornette's wife has done nothing but put more Wendy's triples in her face. I don't get it. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Brian Last is manipulating Cornette? I guess Cornette is Kane and Brian Last is Paul Bear, I guess. What are your thoughts on this? Leave it in the comment section. This is a short one. That's what she said. That's what she said when. That's what Cornette's wife said when Big Show debriefed. But I didn't Cena say Big Show was smuggling plums or prunes or something, whatever. With that said, I'm up out of here. XDN wins again and again and again. It shall never stop. I'm gonna eat off Cornette's carcass. Even after he drops dead, I'm gonna still eat off his carcass. So it's only gonna get Cornette better stay alive, because when he perishes, it's just gonna get worse for him. I'm up out of here, and that is it.